everybody, what's good? This is FX Coach, your mentor, FX Coach Andy. You already know what's going on. So guys, welcome back to FX Coach Andy Sunday Market Breakdown. So basically, this is what we normally have. This is what we normally have. So basically, I'm gonna be taking you guys down to the whole market view for me this week. So this is just me sharing ideas of how to look at the market, what to look at, how to view the market this week, what to expect, and stuff like that. But the best part is that I like mentioning that for you to be better, you have to have at least a pen or a phone on the side, just to make sure that you write down everything that I'm going to say based on every pair that I'm actually going to talk about right now. So in that sense, if I say maybe we're looking for sells on gold, you can actually write gold sells and see if you see something opposite or you see the same thing. So in this type way, is actually you learning as well whether it will work for you and or not. So that's the this is the Sunday market breakdown. So it wasn't held the other day. So okay guys, let's get into it without any further waste of time. I hope everybody can see on the screen. I just hope everybody can see on the screen. I just hope everybody can see the screen right now. And that's good if everybody can see. Sorry, I will be blurry a bit, guys. I don't have enough lighting. I'm just using a ring light because there is no kind of proper electricity here where we stay. So yeah, that's what's happening. So beyond any further waste of time, guys, let's get to it. So the first things first, every time I analyze the market, I like starting firstly from the dollar index. This helps me to understand how the dollar reactions would be for the week going forward. So I like starting firstly with the dollar index, of which I'll draw up a structure of which it's a I normally call it the playground, right? Where we know it's a level where we need to buy or whether sell. So in total overall, we can actually see that we are moving in a bullish market, right? So as we move in a bullish market, every time the market reaches this level, it actually drops all the time. It's gonna be funny how you'll see I'm gonna analyze almost every pair in a space of 10 minutes. I want everybody to get into that professional state whereby in a space of 10 minutes, you can analyze genuinely almost everything and not leaving even a single thing, right? Let me show you how it's done. Okay, magic. Okay, let's get to it. All right, cool. So now as you can see, we go on a 4-hour time frame just to understand how the market is actually moving, right? So here what I'm seeing is there's a possibility of an impulse, and this might be a larger version of a correction. But as well, we can't ignore the fact that we have reached this top over here. So we can't genuinely ignore the fact that we have actually reached this top over here. So in as much as this looks good, but also it's building a bearish type momentum type tip, right? So if we can look at it at the top right there, we can assume this was a triple top, right? Because we have the first touch over here, and then we have a second touch over there, and then we have a third touch over there, right? We have a third touch over there, even though it didn't reach the toppest point, but it looks proper as a triple top, right? Now let's go on an hourly time frame. Going on an hourly time frame, remember on a daily time frame, we've seen that the dollar index has a high possibility of selling because it has reached the resistance trend line, right? And also it created something in nature of a triple top, right? Looking how the market is moving towards the upside from this level point up until here and duplicating it to the top, you would actually understand that this might be a possible correction as well to complete a double top before it actually starts shooting down. So from today, there's a high possibility that the dollar index might be strong till tomorrow, possibly, before it actually starts selling. So the overall that we're looking for is for the dollar index to be weak and actually sell in respect of the zone or the triple top zone and the trend line in resistance. So that's what we're looking for. Okay, moving forward to NASDAQ. NASDAQ, starting on a daily time frame, as we have all seen that NASDAQ has actually kicked back into actually into buying opportunities based off the double bottom that we have at the bottom, right? But the nicest part, if you look at it, you would actually notice that the market actually had this type nature towards the breakout that we had right there. So comfortably, we can say that this was the first touch, second touch, the third touch, and this was the first touch, the second touch, and the third touch. To highlight it so that everybody understands what I'm talking about is first, second, and third, right? First, second, and third. So that's what's actually happening right now. Moving on a 4-hour time frame. When you go on a 4-hour time frame, we actually see that the breakout was very, very beautiful based off the retest we have at this level point, right? Based off the retest we had on that level point. So from this way going forward, what are we looking at? We're looking at NASDAQ actually moving impulsively towards the upside. So if you are lucky enough, you are going to be one of the people that catch NASDAQ at the perfect buying opportunities, and then you'll become a better FX Code student by actually catching the NASDAQ swings, right? So as you have seen right now, possibly giving you guys a signal, this NASDAQ it being here, this confirms to us that NASDAQ is now finished off with what it's been doing, and we're looking for further continuations to the upside for NASDAQ to continue buying from this level point up until the toppest point. So if you're smart enough, you'll catch it the same way as I do, or as I did, just to a bit show you how is it going on my side based on those buys that I took right there. You can actually see over here, I'm still running in profit. Let's see, I'm actually currently on 1.5 USD profit from NASDAQ buys. Just to clear up the space, as you can see, guys, 1.5 USD because of the NASDAQ sales I caught on my phone. I'm not just selling you dreams, I'm selling you something that I'm definitely know that is going to happen. So looking at the correction as well, looking at the top point, you would understand that, okay, at that type tip point, what happens is that the NASDAQ can possibly push by impulsing and respecting levels. Number one, NASDAQ respects levels with its whole heart, right? So the movement that I'm expecting is an impulse from here, correction there, impulse again, correction here, and then finish off the trend at that level point. So we're looking for NASDAQ buys. Going to gold. So when it comes to gold, okay, erasing all analysis just to make it make sense or type. So for some type tips, or actually we are on a daily time frame. On a daily time frame, we can see that gold has actually reached the highest high. So this means this is a double top, right? An M formation. So there's a possibility of gold selling impulsively and extremely. Now let's go to a 4-hour time frame just to make sure that we don't miss anything out of that trend. All right, cool. So as I cater for this at this current moment over here, and then try to duplicate it to the top, you would understand how the market is being moving. So we actually have a breakout right now. So going on the 1-hour time frame, something becomes clear in my head that we're possibly having a high confirmation of a double top type formation, but also catering for a contraction channel that might be happening at this level, which is a triangle contraction channel. If you can look at it, this is how it looks. So from this level moment, what do we see? What do we see is gold selling extremely from this level and going down with it, right? Going on a 2-hour time frame just to make sure everything becomes visible and very clear. Come on, the network, don't do me like that. My students are actually waiting for me, but yeah. So there it is. So in total, 90% rule, gold can sell up until this level moment. The reason is because when you look left, you understand how this is much of a sensitive area. Sensitive, 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 and sensitive. So it can sell up until this level moment, and respecting the nature of the market, which is an impulse and correction and continuation. So gold sells. USD ZAR. Moving to USD ZAR. Okay, USD ZAR, before I go even further, I'm seeing a high possibility of USD ZAR selling, right? The main reason I see the sells is because of the breakout we have at this level, at this current moment. I won't cater for the top as well, right? So if you can look at it, in as much as it's not a picture perfect type tip, but it seems very clear that we need to, what do we need to look for on USD ZAR. So let me go on a 4-hour time frame. On a 4-hour time frame, just to analyze what's happening over here, you understand that this is a correction impulse, but in total movement overall, the market is moving in a tricklish type of moment. In a tricklish type of moment, what do we mean? We mean the market is moving with no high volatility in the market. So actually, when we look left, we would understand how the market has been moving. The market has actually been moving and respecting bearish continuation patterns or bearish continuation flags. If you can look at it, it's been bearish continuation flags for ever since the market has been moving. You see, bearish continuation flag, also here bearish continuation flag, and then this here, it created a small bearish continuation flag as well. Over here, a small continuation flag, and also over here, it also respected that type tip, right? So it also respected the bearish continuation flag. So if you can look at it, for some odd reason, I'm seeing potential buys from this current moment and actually in respect for the market till today. But let's look at how far can the market possibly move. The market can possibly move up until this level point because it's the most recent sensitive area. So we're looking for selling opportunities on USD ZAR. Moving forward, Euro GBP. Okay, Euro GBP, guys, it explains itself. As you can see, what I had on my analysis right here, for some odd reason, I had that trend over there. So actually you can see that we actually broke out of a structure and created a double top type formation from this level point, over here and also over there. So it actually explains why is Euro GBP impulsively selling like that, and it explains why is Andy in profit as well. Okay, so as you can see, it's the first leg of an M, it drops down the second leg of an M, and then we're looking forward for the market to drop up until that level point. So Euro GBP, we're looking for sells. Moving forward, Euro Swiss franc. So Euro Swiss franc daily time frame, you can definitely see that, okay, there's actually not very clear, but let's actually see what we can do if we erase all the channels. So if we erase all the channels, building up a structure, we have to start firstly to connect two dots first, and the two dots have to be right there. And then copying the market, or actually copying the trend line to the bottom side, it actually starts being a little bit more clear. And then let's see what happens if we drop into the lower time frame. Does it make sense? No, it doesn't, because why? The point connectors don't make sense on themselves, but if maybe we can cater with being straight with the market on how it's been moving, and then also catering for the breakout that we have over here, and then looking at how the market is moving right now. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, there is a possibility of a head and shoulders, right? So from this level, you can see there's the first leg, left shoulder, second, this is the head, and then this can possibly create the second right shoulder before the market drops down. So what are we looking for on the Euro Swiss franc? We're looking forward for the market selling at this level point up until the completion of the sell in this level moment over here, right? In this level moment over there. Okay, 1 hour time frame just to cater and see what's happening over here. So this is as much acting as a correction, as a small version of a correction. And then from that point, we're looking for continuations. And here you can actually use a stop order or a sell stop order in order for the market to capture it on the right side hand. All right, moving forward, USDJPY. USDJPY, remember I mentioned that the dollar index possibly is going to be weak very soon. So I'm analyzing on what happened on a weekly time frame. Why did I draw that trend line? It was the reason because of this zone. But moving forward to see that it didn't respect that, this means there's a high possibility for it's going to respect that one. Okay, how is it going to respect that level over there? Because remember what I even said before the session started. I said to you, the dollar is going to buy before it sells. So this confirms highly that the dollar can actually buy up until that level before it actually drops from this level up until this level. So there's a high possibility. So with this one, I can't clearly say we are buying or selling, but I would say we're looking for overall sell. We're just waiting for high confirmation. Moving forward, USD Swiss franc. USD Swiss franc, on a clear picture, you can actually see, guys, I don't even need to explain on this one because it genuinely looks in nature of a correction on a larger version. Bear in mind, if this is a weekly chart and it looks like this, imagine what happens on a daily time frame. So we actually have a double top type formation on a daily time frame. It clearly explains it. If you look at it, this is a correction type movement, but the main question that we can have is why did it correct so long? Is it because it's preparing high volatility towards the market selling till that level point, or what's happening? Let's go to a 4 hour time frame. Going to a 4 hour time frame, we're experiencing a breakout on USD Swiss franc, right? We're experiencing a breakout. Let's go on a 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame, this becomes a potential retest on a level. And then that's why we can possibly safely and say this might be a continuation of sales up until it gets to that level point. So USD Swiss franc is going to be selling. All right, moving forward, or USD CAD. So moving to USD CAD, okay, cool. Daily time frame, because on the 1 hour time frame, it looks more of a buy. So now let's see what happens on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we can actually see that we have actually created a trend line again of which it can possibly be highly respected, as you can see. So this in nature is moving in nature of a contraction channel, right? But on a larger vision though, the good part about this is that it's going to confirm your analysis very clear. So if you can look at it, if we can cater for this zone over here, we would understand why USD CAD is going to be a buy. But the question is, why is USD CAD going to buy while USD is going to be weak, right? The main answer is that just because USD is weak, it doesn't make USD weak in every pair. So CAD at this level, CAD is weaker than the USD. That's why USD will be buying the CAD. So, okay, let's see on a 4-hour time frame. It's the same thing, that rejection with the significant pin bar followed by a bullish engulfing candle cross. So now moving forward to a smaller time frame, we're going to understand that the trend that was created here is what we call a descending structure. A descending structure is a reversal pattern, right? So in that type nature, we can safely say we can actually enter our buys from this level moment and respectively waiting to catch the market up until it gets or completes the 90% rule, unless it decides to reach that level point. But the first target that we can have, it's actually over this level because it's very sensitive area that is at the current moment. So moving forward, AUD CAD. So on AUD CAD, it's the same thing. Oh my God, actually that buy just actually kicked out. As you can see, this is the same thing I saw yesterday as I was analyzing, that we're having a reversal pattern, so the market can shoot up, but it's gone already, so I can't delve deeper about it. And then USD Swiss franc, I mean AUD Swiss franc, right? On AUD Swiss franc, potentially we can see that we are at the top right there. We are at the top, so generally we are looking for selling opportunities, but we need to actually go on a lower time frame to actually make sure that we don't miss any of the important factors out, right? So in a total overall, there's no very clear market over here. There's no actually a clear market besides the lower zone, because if I was to take it on an upper zone over there, it will be me forcing a trend, right? But now what I'm seeing as well is that we have a double top formation, right? Over there, over this level over here. We're having a double top format. So this means the market can potentially sell from that level from here to there. That's AUD Swiss franc. Okay, going to AUD USD, AUD USD. Okay, clearly it explains itself. As you can see, I've actually analyzed the market furthermore. And then when you're going on the 4-hour time frame, you'd actually see this is a potential, let's go on a 1 hour. This is a potential impulse, and then this might be a correction, and we're expecting a continuation to the upside. So we're expecting continuation for AUD USD. So it's not clear, sorry about that, as much currently, because we still need furthermore confirmation, because right now the only thing we have in support is this, right? Let's wait for a bit more confirmation. So what did I miss? I already analyzed the USD related, the AUD. Let me use one CAD. So analyzing a CAD, CAD JPY, let's see what's happening with you. With CAD JPY, okay, there's no clear structure. One thing about me, if I don't understand, I don't like forcing. I don't understand what's happening on this market. Let's check CAD Swiss franc. CAD CHF. Okay, both markets for me are very confusing, so I don't force it if I don't understand. Let me see if in a 1 hour time frame I can understand what's going on. Let's see over here. Okay, what I could say is there's a possibility of CAD Swiss franc selling. That's all I can say. There's a possibility, right? Based off this double top information plus a bearish engulfing candle clause, we're just waiting for that breakout before the market corrects and give us a straight shot down. Okay, GBP USD. Okay, clearly it explains itself as well, because if you can look at it, GBP, it looks more of an inverse head and shoulders, right? So we're looking for buying opportunities on this one. You can see here's the head, right shoulder, head, and continuation to the upside. So we're looking for what? We're looking forward for a buying opportunity. So if it breaks above, we can actually start entering ourselves. So we're looking for buying opportunities. So GBP AUD took me out right there. Let's go on a daily time frame. Okay, it looks like it has reached the lowest low. It generally looks like it has reached the lowest low. So we might be expecting buying opportunities. It looks like it has reached the lowest low, so we might be expecting buying opportunities in this level. All right, let's go to GBP NZD. GBP NZD. GBP NZD. Okay, GBP NZD might have completed the buys, but what's next? It broke above that level, so we will see if it corrects here and give us a clear indication or not. So let's see what else. I haven't analyzed the NZD pair, so I'll analyze NZD USD. So NZD USD, also there's an inverse head and shoulders, right? Because take a look at this as well. If we can look at it, left shoulder neckline, head, right shoulder neckline, and then that is it. That is it. That is it. So last pair for the day, NZD JPY. NZD JPY weekly time frame. We can actually see that it has reached the top right there. So we're probably going to be expecting selling opportunities very soon, only if they come though, because lately, guys, the market is very, very tricky. It's not easy. It's not easy to trade the markets right now. It's very, very tricky. I wouldn't lie to you. I would never dare lie to you guys. So there's a possibility. So there's a possibility the market can reach there and start selling. So we are still on a 50-50 type moment right now. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that Sunday market breakdown with FX Go Andy. So what actually happens is that I do this every Sunday, but I don't go through. I go through every pair, but I know the pairs that would make sense for me. So whatever I just went through with you guys right now, it's pairs that do make sense to me. So without further waste of time, guys, thanks for joining in. I'll see you guys on a different side of market when we have our Psychology Fridays with FX Code, and just to check out and help you which people actually listened to me when I was teaching when I was giving a breakdown and who profited and who didn't. And then with the beyond that, guys, join FX Code so that you can actually have these sessions well community. Nonetheless, this is FX Code, your mentor. Go gang. Go gang. Go gang.